Okie dokie! Hello everybody, very good afternoon, how are we all doing? Welcome to Stormy EOWYN. It's blowing a gale up here at Leeds. And we have two aircraft in the hold actually, looking on flight radar. We've got a Buzz and an EasyJet up in the hold at the moment. I think conditions are out of limits at the moment. Not had my scanner on, so I'm not sure what the wind is actually doing, but it is blowing a gale. It's rocking my car around all over the place. Trees are flapping, the windsock's flapping. It's gonna be an interesting one. I think, to be honest with you, we might be lucky to even see a landing today, but we'll keep us fingers crossed. Kyle, who's at school? Hello, Kyle. Yin Team Stripes, how you doing? Farang Travels, good afternoon. Dot Brownlow, Jack Sims, hello to you both. AD123, hello. Our superhero mod, Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne, how you doing? John in York, hello to you. Superhero mod, Sarah, Midnight Star, hello, Sarah. Jane Clark, good afternoon. Papa Kilo's there as well, hello, Paul. Just Joe, hello there. Did I say hello to Dot Brownlow? Hello, Dot. Right, so like I say, we've got two aircraft to keep us eye on at the moment in the hold. The Buzz and an EasyJet. The EasyJet's from Paris. I don't think they'll make an approach, but you never know. We need somebody in the chat who's got their scanner on and who can tell me what the wind is doing at the moment. The METAR on the on-flight radar saying gusting to 40, but it seems a lot stronger than that. Philip Ward, how are you doing, Philip? Richard Joy, hello, Richard. So yeah, so even if we don't get any movements, we're here just in case, aren't we? We'll see how it goes. There's a Global Express pinging on flight radar on multi-flight east at the moment as well. That might be the Canadian that's been here a while. Another superhero mod of ours, Sam's Planes and Trains. How are you doing, buddy? So let's get out of the camera. Obviously Tom's at school this afternoon, so I'm here on my own again. I've got a windsock over there somewhere. Where is it? Let's see if we can zoom in. There he is, hiding behind that branch. That's typical. But yeah, it's pretty much horizontal. So blowing a hoolie. A couple of planes over there. Look in the distance. A couple of Jet 2s. But I'll leave the camera zoomed out for now, and then we can have an overall view of the field. And we'll keep us fingers crossed. We never know, we might get something. Sam's put a link to our Facebook page there in the chat. I'll pin that to the top of the chat. Thank you, Sam. Pinnacle, how are you doing? Yeah, it says B&Q and Wicks will be busy at the weekend. They certainly will. Be a few people needing new sheds, I think. Max Harris, hello to you. And hello. Oh, blimey, I think I must be. I've got my other window open. I've just turned it live.
Nothing going in and out.
There's two going round overhead, isn't it? At the moment. Right, yeah, they're on flight there. There's a Buzz and an EasyJet. But they're not going to make an approach. No. I'm very surprised. You alright?
Don't forget.
Oh.
Groove up to share.
He gets them all. Cheers, buddy.
So you staying, son?
I've only just started, so yeah.
Well, go fast. I never blown over on the shotgun.
I can't believe you've been up there.
The tops of them like this.
Yeah, I'm just a bit scared of these branches coming down on top of the car.
You know, on your laptop,
Yeah.
can you tell who's lurking?
No.
Because I lurk instead of saying,
No.
I'm a miserable kid.
No, it only shows the people that are...
Actually in the chat.
Yeah. Look, we've got Stuart Marshall with us at the moment. Say hello, Stuart.
Shut up.
It's an ignition off.
Right, I'll go get some lunch.
Right, well that's fantastic. Thanks for that.
You're very welcome. Chip 2 minutes. The tail. Just the tail.
Yeah, that way when I got here. That red one? Yeah, there when I got here.
Because they're all facing outwards, aren't they?
Yeah, they backed me to the wind.
Yeah. And my son used to work on the rampage.
Alright.
The Jet 2.
That's not what you want to hear, is it?
The cheapest fuel in France, I reckon.
Wow.
Pretty weird, isn't it?
This is that.
Right.
Alright, cheers Stuart, take care. Oh, Stuart Marshall, he's a regular on the stream, just come to say hello, and he's left me a packet of Jaffa cakes as well to share with Tom. That's really nice. And he's been for a walk up on Otley Shevin, which is right up on the top, so he's a brave chap. Right, where are we? Jane Clark says, heard on the scanner A380 is going to try a second attempt to land at Birmingham. So I take it that's done a go around already down there. Person, hello to you. Says, has the buzz diverted? The last time I checked on flight radar, it was just overhead the field. But I can't see anything making an approach at the moment. The wind is just too windy. Steve Dawson, hello Steve. Caroline Wolf, a very good afternoon. Chris Smith, how are you doing, Chris? Chris Smith's in Fuerteventura, left LB at 6 AM. Oh, you managed to get out then, that's lucky. I think there is a few aircraft that haven't managed to get out and are scheduled to go out later on this afternoon. Wow, Max says the highest wind speeds recorded were in Galway in Ireland at 140 miles an hour. That's crazy. Wow. Right, so looking on flight radar, our buzz from Warsaw looks to be heading west actually at the moment. It's just over. Where's he over? Just over Burnley at the moment. So he's track number 6, most popular on the flight radar. So I'm not sure where he's heading off to. Looks like he might be diverting away. Looks like the EasyJet's disappeared as well. I can't see that on flight radar. So that has also probably diverted away. The Scottish guy, hello there up in a very stormy Scotland. Dave P, hello Dave. Jenny, hello to you. So yeah, could this be the first stream we ever do with no planes? Yeah, I don't see anything getting in when it's like this. Well, look at the windsock as well. It's a total crosswind. Patrick's in the chat as well. Hello, Patrick. How are you doing? Ian Robbins. Good afternoon, Ian. suppose just to give you a sense of what the wind's doing, we'll have a look at the trees down by the tarn. They're the multi-flight hangars in the background, actually. You can see by how the trees are flapping around in the wind. It is blowing a gale. There's a brave crow flying over there. So there we go, I'll leave the camera like that for a while. Let's see if anything happens. Catherine Hill, good afternoon. Says, what's scheduled to arrive? Not a lot. We've just had a Buzz Max, which just looks like it's diverted away. The EasyJet's gone as well. Graham Tannehill, hello Graham. Yeah, so a massive thank you to Stuart Marshall, who's always on the stream. He says he lurks a lot in the stream, but he's brought me a triple pack of Jaffa cakes. Wow, so that'll make Tom's day. Michael Crowther, hello Michael. Colin's there as well, aka Mush, our super mod. How are you doing, Colin? Max says the Lufthansa's done a go around at Manchester. I take it things are managing to get in and out of Manchester okay this morning then? Just? Yes, Sam, you're right, I am on my own today. It's obviously it's a Friday, Tom's at school, so I do have the afternoon off work, booked half a day's holiday, and so yeah, here I am on my own. You never know, he might pop into the chat later on and say hello. There's just a couple of go-arounds down at Manchester as well. Matthew, very good afternoon. Chris Haley, hello Chris. Mark and Kelly, hello to you. Saying the schools are shut in Scotland due to the storm, the kids will be happy. Kevin Turner, hello Kevin. Has anybody got the latest wind here at Leeds? Interesting to know what the gusts are at the moment. Peter Kingston, hello Peter. And yeah, Patrick, I've read that as well. Eastern Airways are basing a Embraer here at Leeds to operate the KLM flights as from, I think it was the end of March, wasn't it? So that's, yeah, 3 flights a day, and that's a shame. That probably means we won't see any more KLM colours over here at Leeds, which is a shame. Kevin's having an hour with us before work. Thank you, Kev. Julie Schofield, hello to you. Julie saying the BBC is showing 37 at the moment. There we go, Dot Brownlow 26 gusting to 62. Wow, so yeah, so the winds are, the gusts are really big. So obviously at that sort of gusts we are well outside limits at the moment. Not sure if we can see the town from here. Oh yeah, we can just see the waves down there crashing over the little barrier at the end. Wow, you don't often see that on Yeadon Town. It's actually a nice sunny day apart from the wind. Michael says it looks like the North Sea. I wonder what the surf's like on the west coast of Ireland and Scotland today. I bet that's an interesting sight. Yeah, Chris says the Buzz has gone to Manchester. It looks like the EasyJet's doing the same. Scottish guy says it feels like lockdown too. You can hear the wind howling through the trees in the over there in the distance. Elise Boutique, good afternoon. Don't think I've ever seen the windsock flap like that before. That's where is he? There he is. Just shows the strength of the wind at the moment. Tony Else, how are you doing, Tony? I want to know why every time there's a storm it comes on bin day. Driving to work this morning, it was dodge the wheelie bins, there was litter everywhere. Sam, you take care. Al Chester, how you doing, Al? Global Express on multi-flight is still pinging. There is a German citation as well, just south of the field, Dusseldorf to Blackpool, just over Wakefield at the moment. I think he'll be lucky to get into Blackpool. Richard Dowd, how are you doing? Anthony, hello there. And Michael Crover's been having problems with the bins as well. Richard Dowd says that buzz has diverted away from here and it has now landed at Manchester. Patrick says that global's been pinging for the last 3 days. Kay Bateson, hello Kay. Yeah, I think you're right there, Kay. We might as well just tiptoe all this rubbish down the streets this morning. I wonder how many trampolines have been lost today. I think the odds are stacked in our favour that the only movement we might get today might be a trampoline. Now then, what's this? Talking of movements, could that be the helimed? Wow, that's getting blown all over the place. I would imagine that's either the air ambulance or the police. It's one or the other. Well, rather him than me putting that down in this wind. Wow. He'll disappear behind them trees. So he's dropped into multi-flight. Andy Wilson says Blackpool, where that little German bizjet was heading, 42, gusting 55. Wow. Deborah Me, hello Deborah. Robert Hilton, how are you doing, Robert? So Robert says that Buzz was contemplating having a go at Leeds, but yeah, he has gone to Manchester. Chris, how are you doing? Andy Wilson says that helicopter that just landed was Golf Papa Oscar Lima Bravo, so it was the police aircraft, Police 42. Robert says, the Rozzers. Ian Rigg, how are you doing, Ian? Well, at least we can say we've had a movement. I bet the guys in the tower are having a quiet morning. There we go, Patrick with the latest wind. The wind 240 degrees, 32, gusting 50 knots. Thank you, Patrick. Colin says, bin bag on finals. We're stacking them up, bin bags and trampolines and garden sheds. Robert Wood, hello to you, who's down in Bangkok where it's 30 degrees. Alright for some. Not actually too sure when the next arrival is. I think there's a couple of Jet 2s before 2 o'clock. They did get some of the aircraft did get out this morning, so they will be due back. Whether they'll get back in is another story. Oops, sorry. If anybody will get back in, it will be Jet 2. Local pilots, they'll be used to this. Laura Maloney, hello to you. Robert says Jet 2 from Alicante, due at 1:25. Sarah saying, please hit the like button. Guys, I am not expecting many likes today, to be honest. There's hardly any planes. But, blimey, 119 likes already. That's incredible. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Just a quick word on this weekend. We are planning, me and Tom streaming this weekend. Obviously, usual one down at Manchester, probably on Sunday afternoon. And then, oh, hello. We'll try and do something as well tomorrow. Now, is this taxiing out, or is he being towed across? This might be getting towed across to Multiflight. Put the image stabilisation on, Nick, that's better. Lee W, hello Lee. Robert says that one of the inbounds is over the English Channel at the moment. Looks like that just might be being repositioned onto a stand actually. Lindsay or Louis, hello Lindsay. And Simon Ice 41, how are you doing Simon? Any excuse to use the emojis. Colin, a whopping thank you, who has been in the membership for 15 months. Thank you, Colin. Super Cooper, how are you doing? Who's in Hornsey? How's the weather in Hornsey today? Have you got this wind as well, or is it a bit calmer on the east coast? I think the wind forecast is to slowly ease down a little bit as the afternoon wears on. I think the peak of the winds is, what time is it now? 1:45. I think it's probably just about peaking, or just peaked around about 11, 12 o'clock. Andy Wilson with the latest 80s update there, with the wind at 240 degrees, 30 knots, gusting 50 knots. Wow. So 240 degrees, that's straight across the runway. Just slightly favouring runway 32. You can see, even though the trees have no leaves on at this time of year, they're still being blown around like crazy. There you go, that's zoomed out. That's pretty much what I can see actually with the naked eye as the camera's showing it now. If anybody going to walk past and give us a wave? Marjolein's with us in the chat as well. Hello Marjolein, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Our supermodel from the Netherlands. Glenis James, hello Glenis, how are you doing? Another one of our superhero mods. And we was wondering if this was going to be a stream with no aircraft whatsoever, but we've had a helicopter, so it's not a zero. David Williams, hello. Yeah, it says, watching from the bottom of EOWYN, going to be some hairy landings, if any at all. I think we're going to be lucky, aren't we, today? Going to be lucky to see one. Ian K, good afternoon to you. Oh, the ops car's got all the time in the world today. Andy says we're FOD check, or trampoline check, garden shed check. Wheelie bin check. Wonder how many people have lost the wheelie bins today. David Bowen down in Otley. How are you doing, David? Ian saying plain wheelie bin dodgems coming to work. I was exactly the same this morning. Did have to swerve round onto the opposite side of the road a few times. I did contemplate getting out of the car to move them back to the side of the road, and then I saw sense. I thought, what's the point? It'll only blow back again. Robert says inbound Alicante flight, the Jet 2 now over Hemel Hempstead, still up at 37,000 feet. It will be interesting to see if he makes an approach, actually. Pete Pedals, how are you doing? David Stocker, hello David. Looks like Pete's lost his bin. I'm hoping mine's still there when I get home. I actually put 2 out this morning. I think I'm going to be lucky if there's one of them left. I do have a very nice neighbour though. Hopefully she's brought it in for me. Oh, look at this. Marjolein gifted a membership and it's gone to Anth Salini, which is a regular in the chat. That's lovely to see. Marjolein, thank you. Anth Salini, who I think is down in Australia. Congrats to you, Anth. It's very kind, thank you. Mr. Parkrun's in the chats. Mr. Fretwell, how are you doing, Dan? David Williams lost part of his fence and has got a shattered milk bottle as oh dear. Vision Thing, how you doing? So I'm afraid, guys, very little to show you at the moment, apart from parked aircraft and ops vehicles. There's still a couple of birds flying around, they're handling the wind very well. I wonder how windy it has to be before the birds go and hide somewhere. And Andy Wilson, that is really kind indeed, for gifting 5 Blue Sky memberships. They have been given out. Bill Walsh, Trev Smith, Mr. Charlie, Buzzer, and Ryanair, all being gifted memberships there by Andy. Andy, thank you, that's really kind, buddy. And do come in and say thanks if you get one of them. Some familiar names there, lovely to see. Robert, no, I can't see any Cessnas flying today. Oh, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Yvonne says we should film the birds. Could try if I see one. There's not that many about actually. There's just 1 or 2. Carl Shield, who's in Dublin. Oh wow, what's the wind been like in Dublin this morning, Carl? Ops car still going up and down. EG no movements, that's about right. Actually see, I think we can see 4 Jet 2s there, can't we? Just, there's one little blue tail just behind the red one, and then obviously the main Jet 2 at the front, and then there's a little tail sticking up above that as well, isn't there, to the right. They'll be parked down on the eastern ramp. Laura, you do right. Say no football tonight, staying at home where it's warm. Yeah, good call. Carl in Dublin saying still windy, that the airport has been open since 9 AM. So have aircraft been getting in okay, Carl? So I thought most planes at Dublin would be struggling today. This guy's brave in more ways than one. Pink top. Laura says, watch the footy on telly with a cold beer. That sounds fantastic. Who's playing, Laura, by the way? Carl says aircraft departing Dublin, no problem. Robert says our Jet 2 is approaching Leicester and descending. Alison Gottfried, good afternoon. Gemma Proctor, hello Gemma. Gemma's been dodging the bins as well. I did contemplate going down to Manchester this afternoon, and but obviously only having a half day at work. I think by the time I'd have got down there, got all the gear up to location on my own, and started the stream, I think it would have been maybe almost dark. So chose to come here to Leeds just in case we got something. If you're wondering, Carl Pearson, hello Carl. Carl's been having a few laps of EOWYN Tarn. It is, yeah, it's a nice little location for that if you want to walk and watch the planes and feed the ducks. David says it might be easing off a little bit down in EOWYN. Has anybody got the latest wind? Let's have a look at the windsock. It's still flapping around like crazy. Doesn't feel to have eased off much. Yeah, Michael says, yeah, there's been a couple of live streams from Manchester. I thought there'd be a few people streaming down there today. There seem to be more and more streamers coming online down at Manchester. Must be one of the most heavily streamed airports there is. Right, looking on flight radar, there is a few aircraft heading this way actually. We've got the Jet 2 from Alicante, which is a 737-800, that is due in 20 minutes time. We've got a Ryanair from Malaga, that's a 738 MAX, that is due at 2. There's also at 2:05, there's a Jet 2 from Malaga, which is another 737-800. So there are aircraft heading this way. There's also a whiz around about 3 o'clock that is live on flight radar, so that is up and heading this way. So fingers crossed we might get a movement. Carl says there's more bad weather tomorrow. Carl Pearson saying they've noticed the revving the engines before they set off. That is due to cold weather. That, I think Jet 2 have a policy now, anything under 3 degrees they rev their engines for about 20 seconds just to bring the temperature up and before they let the brakes go. We did notice though, me and Tom the other day, that the Ryanair weren't doing that. And yeah, Yvonne, you're right. It's a very heavily streamed airport, and yeah, quite often now streamers are going over the top of each other, which is really not good. Andy Wilson, latest 80s update, 240 degrees, free, gusting 5.4, so it's actually got windier. Thank you, Andy. No, Pete says all area won't waste money on that, you're quite right. I think Jet2 actually own their own aircraft, don't they? So they'll be looking after their engines. All Ryanair's aircraft are leased. Nice Challenger up high, just west of the field at the moment. American Challenger 350, November 785 Juliet Charlie is just passing on by, northbound. 43,000 feet. Mark Plevin, a very good afternoon, Mark. He's also sent us a £2 super chat, which is really kind, buddy. Thank you. Hope you're keeping well, Mark. Whew, it's blowing my car around all of a sudden. And Oliver Gisby, hello to you. And yes, you're quite right, that's them wind speeds at the moment now, they will be out of limits, I would imagine, for an approach. Not for the helicopter pilot though, the helicopter pilot got in. Not 100% certain what happened this morning here at Leeds, but I don't know if we've even had an arrival today. Carl, take care. Well, the sun's shining, it's a glorious day. Temperature at the moment is 8 degrees. Jem Campers, hello Jem. Hello from the white Jaguar behind us. Hi guys. Fantastic. If you want a Jaffa cake, call round, I've got hundreds. Andy says nothing has landed at Leeds today, thank you for that. Not sure we can see out of my back window. Let's have a go. There they are. Hello, Jem. Giving us a wave, look. Fantastic. Sandy B, hello Sandy. Marjolein says, Nick just got busted. This is the sort of weather, the sort of sunshine where we want lots of aircraft, isn't it? It's beautiful at the moment. Laura says Jet 2 just coming over Penistone. I'll put my flight radar on, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Does look to be heading towards the field as well. And normal form on conditions like this, they do head to the overhead, enter the hold, and then decide what they're going to do. And the fact that he's still up at 16,000 feet as well, which is very high, so he's obviously heading to the overhead to go into the hold. But at 54 knots, 54 knot crosswind, we will be well outside limits at the moment. Alan Longley up in Oakworth. Hello, Alan. The wind does look to have eased a little bit in the last 5 minutes or so. If we have a look at the trees. What do you reckon, guys? Is it... yeah, they're still flapping around a bit, aren't they? I don't think it's quite as bad as what it was earlier. Oops. And Robert, that apparently that global's been pinging all day. I believe it's the Canadian registered global that's on multi-flight at the moment. $200 likes as well for a stream with no planes. Thanks, guys, that's really kind. Catherine says there's hope for the Alicante. Well, let's hope he gives it a go. I'll be surprised if he does, to be honest. And that's Jet 2 is just about to go overhead the field, actually. So he'll be entering the hold. Still at 16,000 feet. So as it stands, he's got no intention of making approach at the moment, not at that altitude. Patrick saying super windy in Leeds at the moment. Have you got your scanner on, Patrick? What's the latest wind? That is blowing a gale down on the tarn. Got some joggers going past today. Yeah, Marjolein saying, wow, check the waves. It's not often you see waves like that on a little tarn. Right, so the Jet 2 from Alicante has taken up the hold. He's tracked number 7 most popular on Flight Radar, but tracked by over 2,000 people. Some more runners. And according to Patrick, I'm afraid, guys, it's got even windier. The wind is 240.48, gusting 5.8. Goodness me, that's windy. That is very windy indeed, gusting to 58 knots. We don't see that every day at Leeds. Shall we have a little poll, guys? With the Jet 2 in the overhead at the moment. Will the Jet 2 make an approach? Yes or no? What do we all think? I'm going for a no, I'm afraid. I think he's going to divert away. Kevin Turner, take care now. Carl says there's a cafe opening up in a couple of weeks down at the Tarn. That'd be a nice place to grab a brew. You can just see the windsock on the left, still horizontal. Haroon Rashid, hello to you. John Hume, hello John. John, yes, we're watching no plane action, I'm afraid. We have had an helicopter, so it's not been a total zero. Yeah, David, that windsock's earning its money today. And Rachel Lawson, good afternoon, says apparently large sheets of plastic flying down the road on Victoria Avenue outside Multiflight just now. Wow. Right guys, have you say in that poll. I'll end it in 20 seconds or so. We'll see what everybody thinks. Any local spotters you might want to look up from the south? There is a Global Express. It's up at 40,000 feet, but it's heading towards the LBA overhead from the south. Registration not showing on flight radar, I'm afraid. Rachel says, not sure if that counts as a landing. No, I don't think so. Annie Cowsill, hello Annie. David Jones, good afternoon. Emily Brown, hello Emily. Catherine says, is it the pilot or the tower which gives the go-ahead to land? It's up to the pilots. The pilots decide whether it's within their limits or not. And a big hello to Graham, hubby of Annie, who's driving a curtainsider at the moment. Oh dear, hope he's okay. Marjolein says we've got 250 people in the Skoda. That'd be a bit of a squeeze. Let's have a check on the trees, see if it's changed any. do you reckon, guys? Has it eased off a little bit? That tree in the middle's still flapping. Don't think it's quite as bad, is it, as it was? Catherine, yes. To be honest, I think the Jet 2's crosswinds limits are in the mid 30 knots sort of range. Maybe 40 knots tops. Sarah says the wind's getting bad at hers. Remind me where you are again, Sarah. Was it Scarborough? David, I was just thinking that. It says seems to be coming in waves more than a constant wind. Yes, it does. I can hear it in the trees. 1 minute it's fairly settled, and then the next minute it's absolutely making a real woof sound. Sarah says the wind's really getting up in Scarborough. What's the sea like in Scarborough today? I would imagine a wind coming from the west and on the east coast. I would imagine it's probably not that rough, is it? Wind blowing out to sea. The little white car behind us says Pegasus has just done a go around at Manchester. Probably would be a better stream to be watching at Manchester than here, but I won't be offended if you leave. I think they might have a bit more action than what we've got here at Leeds. Steve Dawson, hello Steve, says Ryanair Faro to Newcastle, now diverting to Gatwick. That's a big diversion. Sarah's not been to check the sea. I used to go surfing there many years ago, Sarah, back before the kids were born. North Bay and the South Bay. Whoa, big bang, something's just crashed behind us. Sounded like a big roof panel or something. Right, little check on flight radar. That Jet 2 is still in the overhead at the moment. It's tracked number 9 most popular, still being tracked by 1,344 people. And yeah, just making pretty patterns on flight radar above Leeds at the moment. Golf Delta Romeo Tango Bravo is the reg. Right, let's end that poll. Let's end the poll. Let's see what people think. End pole. Yes. There we go. It's pretty 50-50 actually. 102 people have you had your say, and it's just about a 50-50. Lee W, hello, says, yeah, Leeds streams are for the hardened spotter. Or the patient spotter. Having a little lull again at the moment, the wind's fallen light. So yeah, it's definitely coming in waves at the moment. Well, I'll leave the camera panned out for a few minutes, we'll enjoy the sunshine. Yeah, David, I was thinking that. Where's the 1% gone? And local spotters look up now, right above the field, a JetBlue A321neo, Charles de Gaulle to Boston. Don't often see many JetBlues over here, that's nice to see. November 4077J, right above the field. I'm going out to have a look at that one myself. Oliver says the Jet 2 has started descending. Patrick saying the same. David saying which where they're landing. They are coming straight towards us on runway 32. Well, fingers crossed. Let's hope he has a go. Down to 12,000 feet, so yes, he's descending. Now track number 6, most popular. Excuse me. JJ Metrohon, good afternoon. Oh, big gust coming through at the moment. Seeing the tree at the side of us here flapping around like crazy. Hard to show you what the wind's actually like, guys, unless you actually hear it. It is a very strong. I think the best option is the windsock over there. It's not changed much. Another cheeky little look at the town. She's just hiding behind my wing mirror. There we go. Yeah, so as you can see down on the town, it is blowing a gale. I think it's probably too rough for the ducks as well. Right, where was we in the chats? Emily Brown, hello Emily. High Flying Aviation, how you doing? Gary Jeffrey, hello Gary. Colin Hunter, hello to you. Patrick says Jet 2's having a go. Well, this could be interesting. Well, it's down to 8,000 feet. JJ says he's in South Leeds and it's truly bananas. David says, bets on a go around. Have we to have a poll? Let's set up a poll. There you go, guys. Have you say? Jet 2 to land, yes or no? I don't have much confidence. I'm going with a no. Scary 2002, hello. Big waves on the town. Jet 2 down to 7,000 feet. Just going over Batley at the moment. Michael says it's just gone sideways over his garden. There is a chance it could get lucky if it manages to come down the ILS while we're having a bit of a lull. It might make it in. But that comes down while it's having a bit of a gusty one. There's no chance. PC Gaming, hello. Says what we're watching, it looks like Jet 2 is going to make an approach. I'll zoom out a little bit and you can see the whole airfield. There we go. You're pretty much seeing what I'm seeing there, guys. That's pretty much zoomed out. David Hill, hello David. Andrew Foster's Travels, hello Andy. Jet 2 down to 5,900 feet. Does look to have gone out onto a very long final at the moment. Just turned base leg. Track number 4, most popular now on Flight Radar. Right guys, have you saying that on that pole? I'll end it in about 20 seconds. Big gusts coming through at the moment. No, JJ, I agree. I wouldn't like to be a passenger today. And PC Gaming, I don't think you could get much safer than that. Fabulous airline, British Airways. Any local spotters, look up now. VistaJet Challenger, Luton to Reykjavik, just about to go over the field, south to north, up high. Heather Ruan, hello Heather, how are you doing? And George N, hello to you. Heather saying plenty of go-arounds and even a divert down at Manchester. Inbound Jet 2 down to 4,000 feet. Can see it with the naked eye, actually just a little dot in the distance is a long way back. I'll zoom in when he gets closer, but he is up there, look, right in the middle of the screen. That's about the, without going into the digital zoom, that's about as good as we can get, I'm afraid. Yeah, it does look to be coming in sideways, wow. So anybody that's just joined, this is Jet 2, a 737-800 in from Alicante. Operating the LS272. I will end that pole, guys. There we go, pole ended. Wow, he's really coming in sideways. Still quite a few miles out. Whoa, he's really rocking. I'll be very surprised and very impressed if he puts this down. Or she. No. Going around. Over my car roof, so it's that was a no. Nice try. PJ, hello to you. Yeah, Annie says surely it's got to be a go-round, and it was. Paul Stone, hello Paul. Paul Orbits, hello another Paul. Tim Johnson, hello Tim. So the poll, 60% of you said it was going to land. Come on, no chance. So the no's had it. I wonder if he'll come round for another go. I very much doubt it. That looked a bit sketchy, didn't it? Willie, good afternoon. David said pulled out too early. Probably, yeah, probably either that will have been wind shear or the wind will have been outside his limits. Let's hope he has another go. And that Jet 2 now been tracked by over 4,000 people on Flight Radar and is number 3 most popular in the world. So he's gone straight ahead to 4,000 feet, 4,800 feet actually. He's made a left turn now. And Patrick saying Jet 2 is going for another go. If he doesn't get in this time, we'll be going to Birmingham. Thank you for that, Patrick. Jeff Motts, good afternoon. Linda, how are you doing, Linda? David Armitage, big hello to you. David also saying the same as Patrick. Jet 2 going to have another go, and then if he doesn't get in, down to Birmingham. Jody Bug 14, hello to you, says how much have I missed? Not a lot. We've just had a go around by the Jet 2, which is going to have another go apparently. Rebecca Berry, how are you doing? 007, good afternoon, good morning wherever you are in the world. Wow, Patrick saying a Jet 2 at Newcastle is landing at 80 knots. Wow. Carl saying no way he's landing it. He just needs to get in while there's a lull in the wind. These big wind speeds, they're not constant at the moment. We are having little lulls. You might get lucky. The Jet 2 is still heading downwind at the moment, heading back for another go. Lots of overflights coming past today, going south to north, up high. Air France, Air Canada and a Swiss all just flying over the airfield at the moment. And a nice air. Myslow, good afternoon. There we go, guys. I've started another poll for the next for its next approach. Will it get in this time? Yes or no? Have you say? Farjon, how are you doing? Farjon saying Ryanair from London to Edinburgh had 3 attempts to land and then diverted to Cologne in Germany. Goodness me. Martin Wheel, good afternoon, Martin. And 007, thank you, that's kind. Right, Jet 2 over Wakefield at the moment, just swinging around onto the ILS. Annie, I'm with you on that one, says I think it'll end up at Birmingham. Okay, turning onto the ILS. There's a very nice Gulf 6 just gone over the field actually, high up, American registered. Excuse me. Right, as soon as I see the plane I will zoom in. It's long finals at the moment. He's still at 4,000 feet. Malcolm, how are you doing, and thank you. Bonnie Parts, hello. Says, why Birmingham? Wouldn't Manchester be closer? It's not sure who makes the call actually, whether it's operational reasons or if it's the pilots or whether it's whether Manchester will accept them. Adam Thompson, how are you doing? Right, let's see if I can point this in the right direction. Can just see it in the distance. There he is. Turn the stabilisation on. Right, here we go. Let me just get this camera sorted. Come on, stay in the right place. There we go, Vision Thing says the company's head office usually makes the call on where to divert to. Thank you, Vision Thing. Andy Parkin, how are you doing? Right, so here we go, take 2, coming in sideways again. Right, I will end that poll, have you say it right quickly. So again, it's about a 50-50. can't see the chat just for a few seconds, guys, while I film this one. Whoa. Oh. No, it's a go around, but there he goes. So he's going to Birmingham, guys, so he didn't make it. There we go. Apologies for the shaky camera work there, guys, that was a bit of a tricky one. Right, the chat's going nuts. Slow down, guys. Chris B, hello to you. Brittany, hello, how are you doing? Says, yeah, that's wild. It did look a bit wild. Alan Lenny, how are you doing up in Edinburgh? But it's windy up there. Paul R, hello. Dave Oaks, how are you doing? If I've missed anybody out in the chat, guys, come back in, let me know. I do like to say hello to everybody. White Rose, how are you doing? I normally would have Tom on the camera, but he is at school this afternoon, so I'm having to do it all myself today, which is a bit of a struggle. I'm not used to the camera work. I normally do the waffling. Alan says Malaga is inbound next. Patrick also saying the same. Next inbound is Jet 2 from Malaga, 6 minutes out. Roger, no, how are you doing, Roger? Angela Jones, good afternoon. I'll leave the camera looking in the right direction. Yeah, AD123 says, nice to watch, but glad I wasn't on it. Yeah, same here. My Slow says, Wiz from Gdansk will definitely make it. If anybody will do it, the Wiz will do it. Right, guys, before the next arrival, I will just have to plug a few things in. Bear with me 2 secs. The last thing we want is the batteries dying on us. Okay, so I can see the next inbound Jet 2 on flight radar. It is track number 6 most popular on flight radar. It's another 800 series 737 coming in from Malaga, and it is at the far side of Leeds on the ILS at the moment. Still not got it visual, it's a long way back. Paul W, hello to you, says that Global's itching to leave. That has been pinging all day, mate. Michael Zajak, how are you doing? Dave Thackeray, hello Dave. Richard Joy's been in the membership for 20 months. That's about as long as it's been going. Thank you, Richard. Miriam, good afternoon. He's out there somewhere. Where is he? There he is. So that is a long, long way back at the moment. We're on hyper zoom there, guys, I'm afraid. And unfortunately the wind's about as strong as it's been all day at the moment. It's absolutely howling through the trees. So this aircraft is now track number 3 most popular on flight radar. 3,764 people watching it. Emily, how are you doing? Well, have you say in the chat, guys, do you think he'll make it in? I won't do a poll on this one. Apex Photography, how are you doing? Quite a lot of people in the lay-by behind us as well, watching the airplane struggling to land. I think I'm going for a go around again, guys. It's really, really wild. Jimmy, how are you doing? Well, he's getting closer. Just a few hundred above. Nailed it. First arrival of the day, guys. Well, hats off to them, that was awesome. That is excellent piloting, wow. How about that then? Okay, the chat's leaving me behind here. Ian Brown, how are you doing, Ian? Yeah, Michael says buttered it. Deborah Mee's there as well. Hi, Deborah. Chris72, how are you doing? Cy Voltage, how are you doing? David Williams, hello. Tim, hello. Namboozle, how are you doing? I'm sure I've missed a few out there because it's gone crazy, so hope you're all keeping well. Well, that was pretty cool. Right, I'll have to have a quick peek on flight radar. I'll just zoom out while I have a look and let's see if there's anything else heading this way. C. Malmo, how are you doing? Yeah, says the pilot absolutely greased it. Sam Walker, how are you doing? Says it's the hardest runway to land on in the country. You're probably not wrong there. Samantha Hood, hello. Excuse me. That Jet 2 that just landed, it's now tracked number 2 most popular, being tracked by over 5,000 people on flight radar. Looks like, according to flight radar, the Ryanair from Malaga has already diverted to Manchester without even making an attempt. So we'll, looks like we'll have to be patient until the next movement, guys, I'm afraid. We still do have the Wiz, which is about an hour away actually, but just under an hour away. Hopefully he'll have a go. Yeah, Heather saying stunning flying skills. White Rose saying superb piloting. Hello to you, by the way. Jim's Journeys. Hello, Jim. How are you doing? Terry H. Good afternoon, Terry. Saitot 4x4. How are you doing? And Hans Olav Mork, a very good afternoon to you. Alison Grayston, good afternoon. Who lives literally just at the end of the runway. Oh, look at you. Another quick peek at the windsock. There we go, look behind the trees. Yep, still pretty much horizontal. Right guys, so we'll sit back and enjoy the sunshine. We'll zoom out and we'll be patient and wait for the next arrival. And David Williams, yeah, I think you're right there. It says potluck for the pilots at the moment with the wind gusts. It is coming in gusts. There's lulls and gusts. Annette Foster, good afternoon. Jodie Book says, do we have any departures giving it a go? We've not had any yet. I think the last departure we had was early this morning. actually quite surprised that we got to see one land. I started this stream today thinking we wouldn't get any. Looking on flight radar, the Whiz from Gdansk due at 1/4. No, it's not, sorry, due at 3 minutes past. Sorry, my screen's just gone off. Due at 8 minutes past 3, I do apologise. And it is an A321, it's not a Neo. HALXO, Lima X-Ray Oscar is the reg. I think that will be the next arrival, actually. There should have been a Ryanair from Wrocław, but it's not even live yet. There's also a BizJet German Phenom from Stansted, which is also not live. The Aer Lingus from Belfast has been cancelled. And actually, Ryanair from Fuerteventura due at 2 minutes past 3. So if that has an approach, that will be the next arrival. So we're going to have two at once there with the Ryanair and the Whiz. Also looking further ahead, and I'll probably have gone home by this time, but 2 EasyJets later on, one positioning back up from Manchester and the Belfast one as well, both around about 4:30. Patrick says the Ryanair from Wrocław is still at Leeds. Has never left this morning. And a whopping 400 likes as well, which is very, very kind from you guys. Much appreciated. And let's have a little peek down at the town again. Let's see if it's eased off any down there. Not sure if it's as bad as it was, but it's yeah, it still looks pretty choppy, doesn't it? Excuse me. HG, how are you doing? Says the Ryanair from Fuerteventura, just over the south coast at the moment. Thank you for that. Probably a good time to put the kettle on, actually, chaps, while we're waiting for the next arrival. Jody Bug saying, what's the wind like at Manchester? It's not too sure, to be honest, but I think the runway direction's a bit more favourable than Leeds. Steve Lee, how are you doing, Steve? Yvonne says the winds are picking up again in Huddersfield. JJ says there's been another go around at Manchester. Which aircraft was that, JJ? Sahara's on the go, good afternoon. We are 2 cars away from you. Give us a beep beep. Stephen Stokes, how are you doing? I'd give you a wave, but there's a car right behind us. Jody says it looks like the... Everybody's looking, what's going on? What's going on? But big hello to you, how are you doing? Where was I? Jody Bug saying the... looks like a Ryanair's done a go around at Manchester. So we've got... I think there's three of us in the chat, all parked up at the moment. Gem Camper's still there as well. There's an older gentleman in a car behind us looking a bit like, what are they all beeping for? Hey dude, how are you doing? Says, do you have a dog? No, I do not. English Plane Spotter, how are you doing? I have a cat. Do have a little cat called Luna. Excuse me. James Woolard. Good afternoon, James. How are you doing? Just looking on flight radar, the go around at Manchester was a Ryanair. It is now tracked number 2 most popular on flight radar. It was Warsaw to Manchester. One of the Maltese registered Ryanairs. Heather says wind at Manchester 240 degrees 27 knots. English plane spotter's been flying on the sim, managed to get a ground speed of 60 knots in a 738. Heather says Glasgow's just had a gust of 61 knots. Wow. Anything landing up there, Heather? Can't catch a bite. Very good afternoon to you. Jody Bug saying flight radar has us down at 29 knots. That's probably the mean speed, and the gusts will be way higher. You can actually get a little bit of a more detailed wind forecast off flight radar if you click on Leeds Bradford Airport, and then in the where it says arrivals, departures, on the ground or general, if you click general, it tells you the wind, and then under that it shows more weather and METAR. So if you click on that, it then gives you the METAR. So the latest METAR at Leeds is 240 degrees 29, gusting 42 knots. There we go, temperature 7 degrees at the moment. Clouds scattered at 4,200 feet. Southeast Aviation, how are you doing? Claire Bicknell, how are you doing? Claire says that Jet 2 has now landed safely at Birmingham. That's good to hear. Ever says nothing landing at Glasgow at the moment, which has now had a gust of 71. Wow. Wind's definitely died down a little bit, guys. Just a little bit. Andy saying latest 80s, still at 240 degrees, 27 gusting 42, thank you. With reports of wind shear. Any local spotters, look up now. There was a WestJet Dreamliner just about to go over south of the field. He's going northbound. Paris to Calgary. Can actually see him through the side window. He's got a little trail behind him. Karen, hey, how are you doing, Karen? And Tony Quates, hello, Tony. Jody says the Ryanair go around at Manchester's having another go. Annie Cowsill saying, watching a stream at Manchester as well, it doesn't look plain sailing down there either. I'm going to have a little tree check, guys, and let's, doesn't seem to be as windy as it was. Let's have a look at these trees. No, they are definitely not flapping like they were, are they? So it has eased off a tad. Still is coming in big gusts. Although the windsock tells a different story. John Kenneth Williams, how are you doing, John? John's off to Benidorm in 68 days' time, flying from Teesside. That's an airport I've never flown from. Mateus, how are you doing? Says, my sister's currently on the way from Leeds. To Leeds from Gdansk, sorry. It will be fun to watch it. Well, let's hope it makes an approach. Let's hope it gets in. Can't be too far away now, actually. Maybe about 20 minutes out. Yvonne, yes, that's right, just me. Tom's still at school. In fact, he'll probably be finishing school in the next 10 minutes. Right, I have found the Whiz on flight radar. It's about halfway over the North Sea, actually, at the moment. Excuse me. So that's probably around about 25 minutes, maybe half an hour out still at the moment. He's up at 36,000 feet. Marjolein says we've got 400 people in the Skoda. I don't even have enough Jaffa cakes for that. Kyle, good afternoon. Oh, and Andy Foster says roll on Tuesday. He's off to Perth down in Australia for his 50th birthday. Wow. Jay Burns, I think that is. Hello to you. Says Jet 2 to Paris should be boarding and should be leaving soon. Bart War, good afternoon. Wow, Steve Lee says once flew on a Herc from Teesside and spent most of the flight with the rear ramp down. I bet that was amazing. And Bart's just dropped the wife off for the flight to Gdansk. Well, I hope it gets in. Kyle says not long until his flight to Berlin on, I think you was going on EasyJet, wasn't you? Hope you have a good time. So it looks like the next arrival, which is currently over North Wales, is Ryanair, a 738 MAX from Fuerteventura. Let's hope he comes and has a go. Patrick says we've got a Phenom from Stansted as well, due in about 40 minutes time. Karen Hayes had cola flavoured Jaffa cakes. I've had them as well. Have you had the Bakewell tart flavoured ones? They are really nice. Andy Holroyd, how are you doing? And Jason says this time in 2 weeks I'll be doing my retraining here at LBA. Right, so inbound Ryanair started its descent. It's down to 22,000 feet. Echo India Hotel Alpha X-Ray is the reg. Not sure I'll be able to see this one, guys, but that no, it's a bit too far away, I'm afraid. That is an Edelweiss A340. Couple of seagulls getting angry. It's like being at the seaside. Webby, how are you doing? Says, what time you on till? Probably, there's a couple more arrivals coming. We'll probably have a go at getting them, and then I'll be wrapping things up. Floppy up in Glasgow, big hello to you. Karen says, we'll have to try them Bakewell ones. They sound nice. They are very nice indeed. If you like Bakewell tarts, yes, they are lovely. Martin Sykes, hello. Just we're between planes, I think we could call it, Martin. Ryanair just over Liverpool at the moment. He is down to 17,000 feet. Looks like the Emirates has just departed Manchester as well. There is a Gulfstream 5 and a Gulfstream 6, both up high, heading towards the Leeds overhead. They're both over 40,000 feet, just, south of the field, about 5 minutes away. Steve Lee says, can we have a poll on the next landing? Of course we can. Let me just set that up then. Yeah, Martin, you're not wrong. That's the problem with Leeds. It's quite a quiet airport, especially at this time of year. Oh, did somebody say licorice? Oh, yes, please. Right, let me set that poll up. So the next arrival will be Ryanair. Start a poll. There you go, poll created, have you say, guys? That Ryanair about 10 minutes out at the moment, just north of Manchester. Froster 89, how are you doing? Froster says, can we do a shout out? Of course we can. Yeah, Steve's saying it's close. Take it, you're talking about the pole, it's very 50-50 at the moment. Alan Hargreaves, how are you doing, Alan? Jason says wind seems to have calmed down a bit. It's not quite as bad as it was earlier. Ryanair now down to 9,000 feet. Just coming over Huddersfield at the moment. The Wizz A321 just approaching the, well, about 10 minutes off the east coast. Still over the North Sea. Marjolein, a big thank you, gifting a Blue Sky membership, and that has gone to Froster89, who is in the chat. That's lovely to see. Thank you, Marjolein, our super modder over in the Netherlands. Much appreciated. Can't thank you all enough for your likes today, guys. 472 likes, and that is a heck of a lot of likes for Leeds Bradford. I think we've only ever hit 500, maybe once or twice before, so that is it's really kind, much appreciated. Martin, no you're not. Eating an Edam flavoured Jaffa cake, I'm sure they don't exist. Paul Usher, hello Paul, how are you doing? Welcome along. And Tony Christie, who is escaping all this weather down in Sharm el Sheikh, hello to you. Martin says they're doing Holland. We'll ask our super mod Marjolein, who lives in the Netherlands. Have you heard of them, Marjolein? Jaffa cakes with Edam on. I'm sure he's pulling my leg. There we go, he's pulling my leg. Right, have your final say on that poll, guys. I'll end it in about 10 seconds. So there we go, 60-40 in favour of a go-around from the Ryanair. So Ryanair is on long finals at the moment. As soon as I see it, we'll zoom in. Can't see it at the moment, it's still a long way back. Okay, we're going to have to go on to hyper zoom for this one, guys. He's out there somewhere. There he is, right in the middle of the screen. Just turn the stabilisation on. There we go. Big gust coming through. Wow. Okay, so this aircraft is now tracked, number 6 most popular, being tracked by 700 people on flight radar. It's down to 3,500 feet. Still at the far side of Leeds at the moment. There's a long way back. Seems to be getting further away. I think the wind's blowing him backwards. Another bizjet going over high as well for the local spotters. Look up now at Gulf 6. He's up high, not south to north. A lot of bizjets overflying today. Country City, hello to you. Right, I'll have to neglect the chats for a minute or two, guys, just while I concentrate on the camera. I do apologise. Like I say, no Tom today. I'm on my own. If you have just joined, this is Ryanair from Fuerteventura. It's a 7378 MAX. We've had a little poll and 60% of us in the chat think this is going around. Getting close. How about that then? Fantastic piloting. And 60% of us were wrong. Well done, Ryanair. So that's Ryanair from Fuerteventura. Yeah, lots of well dones coming in the chat there. It certainly was a big well done. Laura G, how are you doing, Laura? So next should be the Whiz A321, which is getting closer. Russell, how are you doing? Christina, hello. So I would imagine there'll be some fairly happy passengers on that aircraft. Right, Scary's so Sharklet's in this win. I'm going to say go around for the A321. Let's make a poll. Let's make a poll. Give me 2 seconds. we go. Poll created. Whiz to land, yes or no? Have you say? It's about 15 minutes out, I think. Let's check on flight radar. Just south of Humberside at the moment, so yes, about 10-15 minutes out for the whiz. Still not had any departures here at Leeds since early this morning. George Monks, how are you doing? SJ Gibson, hello to you. Patrick says the Phenom's coming first. Well, that could be interesting. A little aircraft. Tim Johnson, hello Tim. Dan Derby, hello Dan, says what time's the whiz due to land? It's about 15 minutes tops. It's just starting its descent. It's down to 22,000 feet at the moment. Right, yes, looking on flight radar, Patrick's right, the Phenom will be first, and it's Arcasair, a Phenom from Stansted, registration Delta Charlie Alpha Alpha Golf, so it's a German Phenom, and that is about 5 minutes out. Whiz is about 10 minutes out. Mark Hunter, how are you doing, Mark? Have a quick peek at the windsock. Still horizontal. Sandy B's been looking on Google, says all departures from this morning are scheduled for later on this afternoon. Yeah, some big delays going on for the passengers. Max 7411. How are you doing, Max? And Jason saying Jet 2 just pushed back, going out to Budapest, so we might have a departure coming up finally. Yes, we can hear cows. I've no idea where it is, but I can hear one. And Trev Smith, how are you doing, Trev? Says the Canadian Global's about to taxi out. Well, keep his eyes open up. When he does, he'll come out behind them trees. There he comes. Let me put the stabilisation on. There we go. Very nice Canadian registered Global Express. Helen Robinson, how are you doing, Helen? Yeah, we've had a couple of go-arounds. A few sketchy landings. But this is the first departure. Don't forget, guys, I'm inside the car, so I can't track this too far, I'm afraid. Once he goes over the car roof, we'll lose him. That tall structure you can see in the background there, that is a crane on top of one of the tallest buildings in Leeds city centre. Oh, they're like buses. There we go. Nothing for ages, then two at once. Okay, so no information on flight radar as to the destination of this Global. Right, here we go. next arrival on approach. So this will be the German Phenom, back-to-back bizjets. And this is also tracked in the top 10 on Flight Radar. Wow, very impressive. Made that look easy. Very nice. So that is a German Phenom. So he'll head off behind them trees into multi-flight. Not been looking at the chat for a few minutes, guys. I do apologise if I've missed anything. And the bad news, guys, the Whiz seems to have taken a dive to the south. Maybe he's not even going to have a go. He's over Sheffield, heading southwest at the moment. All right, so this is Jet 2 to Budapest. Patrick saying Wizz Air's diverting away without even having a go at the approach. That's a shame. The wind has died off as well. It's nowhere near as strong as it was earlier. Also, very nice aircraft. If you've got your binoculars and in the Leeds area coming up from the south, it's just a beam Sheffield at the moment, heading towards the Leeds overhead. SPA 10, a 737 or a C-40 of the US Air Force. Very nice. He's up high, he's at 36,000 feet. There's blue skies, you might be able to see that with a pair of binoculars. We'll be over Leeds in about 5 minutes' time. Right, so looking on flight radar, don't see anything else happening. The Whizzer's diverted away, which is a shame. He's still heading off southbound. Trev says that Global was going to Toronto. It has replaced the other one, which was Golf Lima X-Ray Mike, which used to almost live here. So that one that we just saw was Golf Zulu Lima Mike. Thank you, Trev. Right, so that looks like it. Right, guys, I'm going to call it a day then. If the Whizzer's diverted, I will. That's Jason, Jem, that's just leaving. In fact, if we zoom out, there they go. Give them a wave, guys. Right, I will end that poll as it's now pretty irrelevant. Right, guys, many thanks for watching. We've not had many movements, have we? But it's been fairly exciting what we have had. White Rose, hello to you. So as for the weekend, we're probably streaming. Tom will be back tomorrow, and I'm not sure if we'll be here or Manchester. It'll be one or the other, and then Sunday probably down at Manchester for the usual Sunday stream. A lot of likes today for a Leeds stream. 550. A massive thank you. That's really, really kind. And a few memberships taken out, and gifted memberships, and a few super chats. It's really, really nice. It's much appreciated. Moderators, absolutely amazing, fantastic. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. You guys are amazing. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. So I will say goodbye. Enjoy your evening, and we will see you tomorrow on Blue Sky. But for now, take care all. Bye bye.